Because although you are the talks table, you do like some good team chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Aaron traveled out there the night before and said, I'm sick of the finger pointing.
Yeah.
I can't have it. I felt like everybody was there to lift up Zach Wilson.
It did.
Well, there was arms around shoulders.
Yeah.
There was conversations. LeBron James got in on the action. Hey, Zach, good work, kid. You know what I mean? It felt like everybody was rallying around Zach Wilson. I don't know how Jets fans were reacting in the stadium there early, and I don't know how everybody else is, but it did feel like there was much more of, hey, we don't hate Zach Wilson as much as maybe it appeared publicly we did in the past. And I think that's directly attributed to Old Stash coming back and saying, hey, boys, what did you learn about Aaron and his presence last night? He's moving much better than I think any of us could have imagined.
That is the first thing that shocked me is the pace at which he was moving on those crutches. It was like, oh, shit, he might be back week 10, week 11. So the Jets just need to tread water until he might. But I think you're right. I think he's just a calming presence. He's kind of and Saleh said this like leading up to the season, like he's another coach, you know, and these guys look up to him and respect him in that way. But I think it was one of those things too, where like Zach Wilson, he just he's so inside his head right now, and I'm sure having Rodgers there, who probably talked to him pregame, and I don't know if he was, on the headset at all and could communicate with him.
He was on his phone there.
Yeah,
I think he was checking stats there, see how Zach was doing.
But I think it might have been one of those things where he wanted to show out for Rodgers a little bit, and it's like he fought. It looked like he was playing with confidence. Which, like what we've talked about, leading up to that game last night all year is like this guy's broken. He has no confidence. He obviously has all the physical traits that you need to be good in the NFL playing quarterback, but he just had no confidence. And last night he was just letting it rip, and then his guys were going out and making plays for him.
Hashtag I don't want to overreact, but Zach Wilson's talent was never the problem. The New York Jets coaching is horrendous. Sure, he's immature, but the talent is there, and they should just let Aaron run everything. Now, AJ, I didn't see him run last night, but I did see him basically walk here just a couple weeks after an Achilles injury. You think he wants to be calling plays out there? You think he was getting a little bit antsy while he's sitting up there in the booth with no control, watching the boys battle and do their thing? What do you think was running through Aaron's head while he's watching the Jets last night, AJ?
It's probably a bit like sad that he wasn't out there with his guys, wasn't able to play. He was probably also a little excited to be back in there, and you saw him kind of bebopping on the sideline with his crutches, showing everybody like, hey, yeah, look at this. You haven't seen this before, have you? I'm only, 2 weeks out of surgery, whatever it might be, and he's kind of using his crutches about 30% at times and slinging the ball around a little bit. So I was worried he was going to stay on the sideline for the game because he even said, like, nah, until I'm able to move out of the way of someone coming flying off the sidelines, I can't do it. But, yeah, he was in the box with Woody and then what I assume like Woody's family and friends.
Yeah, and I think Wolverine and Deadpool came over to say what's up. But like that's let me get one, and then he spins it. He doesn't even watch it finish.
He gave a little.
Yeah, he
got it.
Yeah, that was a. Yep, still got it. No laces. Thanks. Let me get on these crutches. I got to go talk over here to Travis. Yeah.
That was a good ball.
That was good. There's, people on the internet are saying there's no way this guy tore his Achilles. He's already doing that whole thing. That's what people are saying.
Maybe it's just different.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they are. Cyborg.
Maybe it's just different.
I'm joking, dude. Imagine if he was, my Achilles has been immunized. You know what I mean?
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Certainly possible.
I hope it was.
Him coming out and saying I plan on playing by the end of the year.
I cannot believe he was moving like that.
Me neither.
It's crazy.
What a bananas thing. Because Cam Akers was 3.5 months?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
I think it was even more.
4.5 months?
Yeah.
And he had that in his. He said, Cam came back 4.5. Other people came back 4.5. So he has all these dates of what is possible, what is not possible around and in his head. And I don't think he's doing anything other than, rehab. What are they saying here, AJ? What do you think they're talking about? Achilles stuff, treatment?
I mean, yeah. What could they be talking about for real?
Commercial?
Aaron's got his sunglasses on. I see Jeff Ulbrich, the D coordinator, right there, just moseys on. He's like, yeah, I'm going to let Aaron go. I don't need to be a part of this conversation.
I do appreciate that they were chatting because in Hard Knocks, we saw that guy pay a lot of love to Aaron. So I think Aaron found out through watching Hard Knocks, like, all right, got a good ally in that particular guy. That was one of the first conversations we saw him have on the sideline. Would be excited to hear what Travis and he were chatting about. But were you the one texting him up in the booth whenever he was up in suite? Was that you?
No, but I, like everybody else, the second I see him on his phone, I think, man, I wish I could get a way to send him something good where I knew I could see his reaction on camera.
Yeah. So how many dong shots did you send?
Yeah,
something. I mean, it was too late. I already missed my opportunity.
I think there'll be another one. Is he staying out there? Do you know?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
said
what his
on
plan
the
is.
they said on the broadcast last night that he is flying back to Cali to get his stitches removed.
Oh, but he also said that when he went to OTAs, he was going to fly back to Cali, remember?
Yep.
And then he didn't because of how much he fell in love.
You can get your stitches out anywhere. You can take your own stitches out if you need to.
I'm not a doctor. You aren't either.
No, I know, but I'm saying stitches Stitch removal is nothing.
He also said he wanted to be in Malibu when he gets the sutures out so he can soak them in the ocean.
Oh, yeah, because the
For the
dolphins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dolphin semen goes over and heals, right?
No, it's the noises.
Yeah. Of the make.
Oh, I thought he meant they excreted semen and he puts his foot in the path.
I don't know if it was any of the frothy stuff from the dolphins, but I do know it was like the red light treatment is what they're talking about with the sonar.
Bingo.
How about them writing actual reports on that?
Pretty cool.
A lot of them.
It's kind of like Tovid. It was a Tovid throwback.
Oh, my God, Tovid.
Yeah.
That was a nice little dip of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People breaking down what he's saying. What if the dolphin noise does, though? You know, what if 20 years from now you find out? Dolphin noises have the ability to cure blah, 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 blah.
Torn Achilles.
Everything.
Did we get that dolphin out of the Miami? What are you guys doing?
No, we're
Why
still
do you guys
working on
have so many like whales and dolphins just trapped in these terrible...
People
Come on,
keep
D-Bud.
coming and visiting, man.